Let's go in.
We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this hard.
All right, you guys ready to go live?
Simmer down, Mike.
The first page is. And they can hear us.
Go
talk.
live, Devon. Go
Go
live.
live. Go live.
Just go live, and we'll start 4 minutes early.
Woohoo!
We'll give the people what they
Early.
want.
Does anybody
do the
watch the
people-
show?
What do the people want? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'm being
Some people
serious.
do.
of course. Yeah, of course people watch the show.
Who do?
Why wouldn't they watch the show?
Have you seen
Like,
us?
I don't know everyone's name.
Have you
Is
seen
Mixer
us?
working?
Mixer is live. Yep, Mixer is so live right now. Hey, it looks
It's so
good.
lit. Would you say it's
Mixer.
lit?
I
Ooh,
wouldn't
White
say that.
Fang is also on Disney Plus. I'm gonna
Oh,
watch that with Kai. It's gonna be good.
You're so weird, Mike.
Why?
I don't know. It's like you've got like this nostalgia thing that's like. We're not live on YouTube though, Devon.
Yeah, I got it.
Just want to know. You know what's funny though, Steve? Is that
You want to know how I
there's
got these scars? It's like
there's a whole section, like titled nostalgia,
I got you.
and it's kind of sad because yeah, Boy Meets World is there, and
I actually
you know,
watched like 3 episodes of that
Gargoyles
today.
did you?
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck, the entire series is there.
What about Flash Forward? Is Flash Forward there?
I haven't seen Flash Forward yet, but Rescue Rangers is there. Anyway, like I think all that stuff is cool, but it's okay to see some new stuff too.
I agree.
Like,
I
there's
mean,
nothing wrong
their
with that.
UI definitely has some room to improve.
you want something new in the nostalgia section?
No, I'm saying the nostalgia section is cool,
No.
but we can go with something new now. It's okay. It's okay to make.
That's what the
something
entire rest of the thing is.
All right, you
Is
guys
it?
ready to go?
Yeah,
sort
I'm
of,
ready.
but I understand what you're saying.
Ready to go, cause I'm ready to go. What you gonna? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. You shut up and roll for initiative. No, you shut up and roll for initiative. Everyone's gonna shut up and roll for initiative. This is at session number
I got
4
9.
of the shut up and roll for initiative. What? Episode 9?
No, I rolled 9.
Oh, okay.
For
Devin got a 9. She totally just throwing me off, but that is all
That's
good.
the point.
We are back with our next session. We're going to continue our campaign that we have been running. We've got Barry with us as the dungeon master. Devin is with us as the murder hobo. Mike is over here as the raccoon.
My name
with,
is Killer of Gnomes, I'll
butterfly
have you
wings.
know, not Murder Hobo.
Kill-
Okay.
Okay, the killer of gnomes. But we are back
Just
with.
you
We're going to
wait.
continue this campaign. I'm Steve. You might know us from the Freelancer Codex podcast. We're running this campaign because you know what? Sometimes you just want to be able to do whatever you want in a game, and Dungeons and Dragons is the place where you can do that. That and Tag. I guess you can do whatever you want in Tag. So yeah. So last episode, I guess I'll give the recap. Unless you guys, no, I'll do the recap.
Take it.
So we are in the gnomish village of Nomergon. We have encountered gnomish bakers. We have encountered mad gnomes on giant crossbow ballistae that we've taken out. We found guards that have told us about the tales of Nurgle and Korobaz, the kings of Nomergard. Korobaz, who was under a dark spell, that we quickly dispatched him by punching him in the gut, freeing his husband, Nurgle. I think that's how you say that name. And Nurkly. So there is a creature that we think is a mimic that is plaguing the gnomes of Nomergard, and we are trying to find this mimic so that we can save them, so that they can give us an item that we can go help the village of Phandalin defend itself from a white dragon. So we have recently met up with the kings, and we have still yet to find this mimic. We hopefully are going to track this thing down, and we're going to save the people. So that is the quick recap, and let's dive in and let's get to it. So Barry, take it away.
You have just recently rescued Nurkly from his really strange trap that Korbaz had placed him under. Korbaz is now essentially passed out, knocked out, down for the count currently, and Nurkly has explained to you that there is definitely something foul afoot in Nomergard, And if you can help get rid of it, we might be able to, one, get Korbaz away from his madness, and two, stop gnomes from disappearing. Two gnomes are missing, and the whole
Wasn't me.
complex is just a little nervous about what's going on, although have not been able themselves to figure out what that is. They are willing to provide you with anything that they think or that you think will be helpful to take back to Harbin Wester, because he's asked you to get anything that the gnomes are willing to provide, and they're gladly willing to do that if you could just get rid of whatever it is that's making gnomes disappear.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them gnomes disappear.
So,
Nurkly,
yeah, yes, my large, formidable friend.
listen, we have been all across Nomergard. This is our first time here. We have searched the bunks of the gnomes. We have searched the laboratory. We have searched the treasury. We have searched
Sorry
the
for the
treasure
mess.
room.
Yes.
We searched the bakery. What other rooms have we been to? We searched the mess hall. Is there any other place we need to be aware of that we have not gone from that list of places we have been? Because we have been everywhere else.
You've been
Been
to
to
the
throne
larder.
room.
You've been to the wine room. You've been to the.
I don't think we've been to the wine room.
Or the larder room. Is the larder room connected to where the bakers are?
The larder right off the kitchen, where we keep
I've
all of the.
I've never been into a larder, so I don't know anything about a larder.
Yeah, the larder
I
right
don't
off.
even know what a larder is. I'm an elephant.
That's where we keep the larders. This it's where we keep our food. So,
So
it's
where
like
else? There's a wine room, pantry. Should
we
we
got the wine room.
then should we split up and search these places? Should we go together to search these places?
If we split up, there might be more gnomes that disappear.
Well, if you could. That was a ominous threat. Well, if you could help me place Korbaz safely in the bed, I imagine it wouldn't be much the lifting of your trunk to do so.
Dead or alive. This is my
And then
I
I will keep him safe in here while he's incapacitated.
I lift up
And-
Korbaz with my trunk and I put him on the bed. I don't do it gently. I just kind of,
I
He
should have
attacked
done a
him with,
strength check.
he-
Probably couldn't have done it.
Yeah, no, he's
I-
he's not hard at all to lift.
That's cool. It's cool.
we didn't search this room for anything, but I guess they've been in here, so they would know. Shall we make our way to the larder then? Shall we?
We shall.
All right. We're gonna walk down to the larder, which was all the way back across the bridge.
Across the bridge, up near the kitchen.
Over the river and through.
I'll wait for you guys at the bridge here, so we can all catch up.
There's got to be an easier
Come
way.
on, roll 20, catch up here, people.
Woo! I jumped off there.
Got to have that sweet CPU usage to roll in 20.
Past the bloody fans that are turned off. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fans are no longer running.
Do I still have wings?
You currently yes, you'll have wings for a few more minutes, but you currently have them.
Interesting.
You do have some flight
There's a room off of here also. So we get to the guards. So the guards' names were
Pog and Ula.
I said Pog. Is there a room back here? Have you gnomes noticed anything strange, different?
We've been keeping watchful eye this entire time over our post. We have yet to notice anything bizarre besides a large man with a trunk for a nose and his furry little friend, but no, nothing of interest. That corridor just leads up to our post, because you're talking to them from down below, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So that's just a corridor that walks around up to our post. Did we have defended bravely this entire time? By the way, as I wanted to state again,
You have done a fantastic job. We are going to
we
go
are good at our
to
jobs.
we're going to go to the larder and we're going to see
What
if
did-
we can find
What
this.
did you defend it against?
We've not let anybody past us.
Has anybody
It's
tried?
lies.
Just
It
you.
simply goes around in a circle. I think they lie. We should kill them.
Ben, I encourage you to show restraint a little longer. Can you do
Devin's
that?
murder boner is
Can you
strong
use-
tonight, man.
Can you use your military discipline to show restraint?
This is one time.
Your 300-year military discipline.
Ben,
Just
I
know
say
if you
the
lie to me
word-
again, gnomes, I'll cut your throat.
Ben, if I say the word lighthouse, you have permission to murder.
Lighthouse. Woohoo!
If I say it.
Oh,
If
okay.
I say it. Remember the words.
Serenity now.
So what is this room over here to the right? Have we been in this room over here to the right?
Oh, that looks like a wine room. And there's
This is the wine
is there
room.
spilled wine on the floor? What is it?
I'm gonna walk over to this purple smudge and I'm gonna sniff and smell and try to figure out what this is. That's your cue, DM, to tell me what it is.
Definitely. Yeah. No, this definitely smells and looks like wine. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Everyone?
No, Mike.
Yeah.
Great.
1.
That's awesome.
He's not very perceptive.
I'm not
Okay.
very perceptive right now.
Um,
1
it
plus
look-
6, 7.
7. Yeah, 7. Okay. No, this is a lot of wine. Even with that very low perception, there's a lot of wine on the floor. Almost an entire cask's worth. But as you're getting really close in to sniff, and you're trying to, really tell what's happened here, you are going to have to roll initiative right now.
What?
Like it.
Well, yeah, because the mimic's a barrel, you goof. That's not very good.
All of us are rolling initiative?
Everybody's going to roll initiative.
What did I roll?
Shut up and roll initiative, because that is the theme of the show.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with these dice.
What you get there, Berk?
I don't really want to tell you. 4.
I guess I could look at the cameras. Shield?
I rolled a 5.
A 6.
Good night.
Wait, no, I got
Change out
8.
those dice.
I got no, I got 10 with my +4 for initiative.
A
Aha.
10 total? Okay.
What? We get to add stuff?
Yeah, you look at your player sheet.
Yeah, you should have
It's
an
an
initiative.
initiative.
Initiative
shut up
modifier.
before I talk to you. I have 7 then.
Okay. You are going to be surprised.
I'm never
So-
surprised.
You are going to be surprised.
No, I'm really not. I have a ability that says I'm not surprised.
You're never surprised?
I'm never surprised.
What does that ability say?
I'll find it. Do. I read it. It said I was never surprised.
Look under your it'll be under your skills or traits.
Once per turn. Give me a second.
No worries.
Go to features and traits.
I'm there.
Ah, dang it.
You have a climbing speed. When you move, your turn in combat. I can see in darkness. Special objects, live hand check. And spellcaster, arcane trickster. You take a bonus. You learn thieves can't. Okay, come on. Maybe I lied then. Maybe it's something I read that I actually don't have. But
Okay.
class features.
As you lean in to sniff the wine and just having a difficult time sniffing it because obviously with that perception that was terrible.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There, with a disadvantage, there's going to be you're gonna on your the first time that you get attacked, it's gonna be with a disadvantage. Fen, you notice that the barrel starts to, like, a crease opens up along the middle, and these large, massive, nasty teeth kind of begin to form. This long, really prehensile tongue comes whipping out and is heading right for Barrick's head. It's your turn. The barrel is alive.
Barrel's alive. So I keep myself alive by moving back over here. What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet back. And then I'm going to attack with my bow. So, what's that? D20?
D20.
Yeah, roll your d20 plus your to hit.
I got 18.
That is definitely going to hit. So where exactly are you? What are you aiming for exactly?
So I can't turn my character, but can I not shoot over the top of these crates? The light goes past them. So
Yeah, you can. You can shoot over. So the crates that you can see over, you are just like one crate. The crates you can't see over are
the ones in the
stacked
middle
crates.
here we can't see.
Right, but you currently have line of sight, as there's nothing obstructing your line of sight towards the mimic.
Okay, so I'm rolling my D8. Woohoo! I got 1 plus my 4. I get 5 damage.
Good night.
Okay, it turns its body and kind of deflects the arrow slightly. It kind of creates this big gash along the side of its face and sneers and kind of chuckles almost maniacally. It looks back down with multiple eyes at Barrick.
Kill him. Get him.
And with a 19 to hit, this big nasty tongue comes straight for your face, like literally straight for your face, and it is going to do some. Because it changed its shape from actually the barrel, it doesn't quite get its real what it really wanted to do was try to, like, ensnare you in its tongue. It couldn't really do that. It kind of grazes you across your shoulder for 6 damage.
So I have a question. Can I attack and cast a spell in the same turn or no?
No.
Okay. The casting a spell
There will be
takes
if you have a bonus
turn.
action and you can cast a spell as a bonus action, then yes. All right, Shield. A barrel has just attacked Barrick.
All right, I'm going to
Quickly come to my aid.
I'm going to throw a barrel at it.
Do a barrel
come
roll.
I'm gonna come up here right in front of the mimic. I think that's the mimic, right?
Yep.
It
Right
is.
by all right, and I'm going to lift my mighty shield, and I'm going to bring it down on top of the barrel, shattering this barrel in half.
You're gonna try to. You're going right at the top of it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with the 6 and a 5. That's an 11.
As you come down, it kind of, because it has the ability to shapeshift and polymorph a little bit, it sucks itself in, and your shield goes right past and thuds very unsatisfactorily onto the floor.
All right, that is my turn, and I'm gonna stay right there in front of it.
All right, Barrick.
So I want to. The first thing I want to do is shoot this thing because I like shooting things. So I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow.
All right, any specific thing you're trying to accomplish? You know, as you guys describe your hits and what you're trying to go for, like, is there something you're swinging for specifically, aiming for specifically, any of that?
It's brain.
Okay.
Where I would assume his brain would be.
Okay.
I think because of how close you are, you'll be at a disadvantage with your ranged weapon, correct?
You are, because you're basically in
Oh.
melee.
I'm flying though. I'm in the air, aren't I? Does that help?
Are you flying?
Does it, I
Do
don't
you
know. Does it
butterfly
help?
wings lift
Well,
you up to fly?
unfortunately, because the ceilings are only like at the max 8 feet tall.
It
Even if
wouldn't
you
matter
fly
anyway.
up into the air, you're not really giving yourself a maximum range or a good range.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You could just
So
back up and shoot, though.
yeah, I am
you
gonna
could
back up because
yeah.
I got hit pretty hard. So I'm just gonna back up over here into the corner, and then I'm gonna shoot at what I perceive to be his brain.
Okay.
Do I have to roll perception for that?
No. I mean, if you're just
No.
kind of aiming for like a cluster of eyes or something, then yeah.
Okay. That's a great roll. It's not very good. 3 plus, what is it? 3 plus 5? 8.
It kind of turns itself almost not inside out, but creates its own little hole, this little gap, and the eyes sink down, and the bolt flies right past it and sticks into the wall behind it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Man, fireballs are great.
And I don't think you have any other actions
I
you
have
can
a-
take.
So no, I have actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting. So do I get another attack or no? Is that what that means?
You
No.
would have well,
I can't use my crossbow
you
again,
can
right?
move, take an action, then use more movement, and then but if you had started, I think that's a good question. I would say go for it. I would say move up and use your sword if you'd like.
I'm gonna try it.
You would, if your sword is a light weapon, you could use a bonus action to attack with it.
Yeah,
But
I've got a
because
dagger that's light, and I've got a short.
But you
sword
also
that's
had
light.
your crossbow out. So you have to imagine if you had a crossbow out, then you'd have to put your crossbow away, pull your sword out.
I understand. Okay, I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
Then that
But I'm
sucks.
not the
These dice
DM.
are terrible.
All
These
right,
dice are
Finn.
terrible.
This creature is just making fun of everybody by dodging all these attacks.
Indeed. So I have bonus actions that have two. I have 2 spells under my bonus actions. So does that mean I can use them as bonus actions?
So let's see here. Bonus action. You've got ensnaring strike and hailstorms. So they're cantrips, right? That you can cast, as a bonus action. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just wanted to verify before. I mean, and also because Steven's standing right in front of him, I can't really shoot him, right?
He would be blocking your line of sight now as far as a line of sight spell.
Yeah. So there's nothing I can really do.
I mean, you should still be able to shoot at him.
You're right directly in front of him.
So I don't think that would I be blocking line of sight because I was standing in the same spot when Mike shot.
So let me see here. I've got this to show you. Oops, what happened? Are you seeing that? Let's see.
Your arrow? Yeah, I'm seeing your arrow.
Well, and I assume Mike was also in the air, right?
yeah, I'll be in the
No,
air. If that...
we determined that he would being in the air wouldn't really matter due to the ceiling height, right?
Well, as far as line of sight, he's fine. He can shoot over you to hit. But now with Fen being lower level than you are, you're blocking his line of sight. If he stays where he is.
Because you can move, and then you can move to get a better vantage, Devon, and then you can shoot again.
Yeah. Where would I move?
Kind of get. Can you get on top of one of these crates?
5, 10.
Can you climb up on top so you're kind of like shooting down on it?
So the crates that you can see over the top of, you could easily stand on. The crates that you can't see over the top of, they go to the ceiling.
All right, so I moved 5, 10, 15. I moved 30 to be right here. I still have.
And you have a direct
I have
shot.
35. So I'm going to roll to see if I hit. I got 12.
Okay, you What are you aiming for?
The mimic.
Okay,
No.
Which part?
you hit.
Which part
Okay,
of the mimic?
yeah, are you going to?
Oh, I'm aiming right for its crotch.
Okay,
Nice.
go ahead and roll damage. It's sailing right for it. It's going to be a direct hit.
Oh, okay. So, roll a d8. So 9 damage.
Okay. It sinks very deeply right into the center, right under its mouth. The thing
Mouth.
bellows and actually says something that almost sounds like the word ouch as it just kind of again embeds itself very deeply right under its, what
The
currently
music is loud, Steven. Can't really hear it, Barry.
really loud.
I didn't turn it up. Has it been loud the entire time?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what these tests are for. All right. So there's an arrow stuck in this dude's crotch.
So I shot him.
right under his mouth.
Yeah, so when you hit like it what looked like to be around the area of what would be I guess its crotch. I mean its mouth is almost the entire shape
Front.
of the front of the mimic. I mean imagine the whole barrel just like splitting completely in half and opening like that. And so the crotch area would be below its mouth and so it sunk like what would be like right under it like under its teeth into its jaw. But it's ouch. It was a little shocked by that.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the last 5 of my movement and kind of move back behind this. Right here.
Okay.
They can't see me.
Okay. It kind of shudders and tries to like get the arrow out from under its mouth, but it looks at Shield and just opens its big old maw, lurches for him, and with a 10, I'm assuming misses
It does
as it
indeed.
tries to wrap itself around you. So it almost like it can't even like figure out how to use its mouth right with the arrow stuck in there and just completely whisks, right in front of your face and snaps with a pretty loud snap right in front of you.
So with its mouth wide open, I'm going to take my shield and I'm going to shove my shield into its mouth, punching it, and hopefully keeping its mouth open, unable to close on my shield.
The mouth just snaps shut right in front of
Oh,
you.
it just snaps shut. Well, I'm gonna just punch that thing as hard as I can to either. I don't know how mimics work, so I'm assuming because it looks like wood, it's gonna break like wood. So I'm just gonna punch
Okay.
it with my shield.
All right.
And that is going to be a 16 plus 5 for 21.
Yeah, are you smashing like with the flat of your shield or with like the edge of your shield?
With the flat of the shield.
Okay.
So just straight out, like getting hit by a big giant metal sled. So that's 1d8 plus 5. That is 3 plus 5. That is 8 damage. And I am going to,
Yeah, your shield embeds into it pretty deeply. What looked like wood actually molds and bends like flesh suddenly, even though it looks exactly like a block of wood or a piece of wood. It just suddenly just kind of like clay folds in on itself. A big old chunk of the thing just kind of like hangs open and loose, and now it's this gaping wound, is like, well, only looks like it could be blood is starting to issue forth from that wound.
cool. And then I will stand my ground right in front of it, getting ready to punch it punch it as soon as I can again. So,
all right, Barrick, you're up.
So I'm gonna move a little bit closer, and I'm gonna go ahead and reload my crossbow, and I'm gonna take another shot with my crossbow, and hopefully this one hits. Haha! No, that's a 10 out of 19. 10 plus 5, 15.
that should hit.
Yeah, that does. It on the other side of its mouth chunks right inside into it, and almost even you see the arrow up into the inside of its mouth as it passes through its lower jaw. What's the damage?
Cool. Damage is 6 plus 3, 9.
Oh man, yeah, a couple
You
teeth
could
actually
have a-
fall. Yeah, a couple teeth
You
actually
also have
fall
a
from its
bonus
mouth.
because because I'm in combat with it, right?
You can perform a sneak attack at this juncture, being where you are.
Steve can or I can?
You can.
No, you
I
should.
know.
Like anytime, you guys should both have benefit from me being in melee with it.
Essentially, you have advantage. So, but you can deal an extra 2d6 if you call essentially a sneak attack um on what you're doing. In other words, he's engaged. He's engaged with shield. He has no
Right.
idea you're coming in. So yeah.
Cool. So yeah. So I'll roll that sneak attack then.
Okay.
Another 2d6. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Another 2d6. It should be another 1d6, right?
2d6. It's 2d6
Oh.
a sneak attack.
2d6.
Holy.
Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah. You take out 2 of its eyes.
Ah!
Now it's like pain.
Just like
Why
that. So angry.
are you so angry? Devon, it's you, bud.
Should we have tried to talk to this mimic?
Shut up. Don't you play that card now. You want to murder everybody. You finished murdering this fool. Next time I ask you, here you take sympathy, I'm going to shoot you in the face.
What you
Yeah.
aiming for, Finn?
I'm going to move forward so I can see what's going on here. And I am going to shoot center mass.
Yeah, I like it.
I got 13.
Yeah, you know it's
hits.
gonna fly true as it heads straight for the center of this thing's body.
And I got 8 damage.
Dang.
Roll your sneak attack.
Not you. He doesn't have
Nice.
sneak attack. You have sneak attack as a rogue.
It's a rogue trait.
Oh, it's a rogue thing? Okay.
Yeah. This thing, the arrow comes right out of the back of its head. The arrow's stuck in the thing's body and partially embedded into the wall behind it.
I say that's the power of the bow, gentlemen.
You handled it well.
You're really good with that long piece of wood in your hand.
Whoa, that's
Wow,
what she
I
said.
wasn't gonna
Oh,
You went
hey,
there.
you've been following me around, haven't you? I told you to stop it.
It lurches forward, snapping the arrows that has it kind of pinned to the wall, opens a very misshapen and nasty mouth, and once again tries to clamp down on the big creature in front of it. And a 15 is not going to do that.
No, it will not.
It again snaps shut on nothing but air, or does its teeth scrape down the front of your shield. It just can't get purchase on anything. It's frustrated. It's angry. It's writhing in pain. It is not happy. It's your turn, shield.
All right, I want to see if I can. So it's in pain right now. So
It's kind of going into that fight or flight mode of just yeah.
All right, it's time to bring my shield. It worked. It worked the first time, so it worked for Dad. Should work again. I'm gonna bring my shield right down on top of it again. Just trying to put my weight down onto it and kind of like smash it between my shield and the floor. And I'm gonna do that with a 9 plus 5 or 14.
Yeah, you're gonna somehow you're just barely grazing it, but you get enough of its flesh that you can feel that shield biting in.
All right, and I'm gonna roll a 6 plus 5 for 11 damage.
Dang. There's a very satisfying sensation. As you can tell, you're just cutting deep into this thing. It kind of rendering it, through its vitals, and it just bellows like this very sad, angry, animalistic bellow. And it's just it's very misshapen, very misformed, and at this point can't really hold itself together, but is still somehow just alive. Barrick, there is a writhing, tortured creature in front of you that is just barely holding on to life now.
All right, we're gonna fire another bolt at center mass near its head, trying to get it to be dead. I didn't mean to rhyme.
Anybody want a peanut? Sorry.
That's not gonna do it. 4 + 5, 9.
Yeah, it's the wiggling and the writhing. They just kind of fly in and around the body without doing much of anything.
Mm.
Oh, did you roll with advantage? Roll another
No.
d20 for your advantage.
Yeah, advantage is just rolling a second d20 and taking the highest.
Oh, there you go. 16 + 5.
Mm-hmm. Your second shot after kind of getting a better idea of how it's moving.
And then so that's 3d6 damage, right?
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking at 8.
There's a sudden jolt in the creature, and it just stops moving altogether, and just with like this exhausted and terrified / angry exhale, just and stops moving altogether, and is now laying splayed open in this messy, massive heap on the ground.
Loot it.
Do I notice that it's not
You
moving?
are welcome.
Oh yeah, you notice it's not moving. It is
So-
just
So I stand up and I punch the barrel next to where the mimic was, and I punch that barrel next to it with my shield.
the one to the north.
Yeah, the one to the left of where that mimic was. I just punch
Okay.
that one. I say,
Yeah.
get the rest of them.
The barrel shatters, and more of the wine just comes spilling forth, and just covers the rest of the floor in
All
front of
right,
you.
I break the other one next to it. I'm
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
going to
hold
keep
on,
breaking
hold on.
barrels.
Why are you
Let's
wasting
not
all
break
this
the barrels.
wine?
Stop breaking barrels.
There could be
Shield.
more in here, so I break the next one.
I guess there could be more inside gnomes. We better go break them all open and see what comes out of them.
Fen, there
How
are
many-
4 barrels next to you. Be careful.
How many barrels are we breaking here?
Finn, shield, stop.
I
think
didn't do
we're good,
anything.
guys.
I just
know.
stood here.
I'm just. Let's not break everything.
The big
Shield,
elephant
that'll be
man who
nice.
doesn't want me to break open any gnomes and see if there's a caramel center inside is destroying all the wine.
So
I'm saying there's a possibility that there are more than one of these creatures. This one was hiding as a barrel, and there are many other barrels in this room.
I'm gonna call out and say, "Are there any more mimics in here?"
I'm gonna roll for
I want to
perception.
I want to make a perception check and see if any of them move or respond.
All right, everybody roll for perception.
6.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
17 + 6.
Shield can't even tell that there's other barrels in here anymore. But
I've got wine in my eyes and I can't see.
yeah, you're completely covered. You're kind of getting a contact high through the trunk. The with Fan is able to tell just with the keen eyes now, and just after having encountered the thing, the rest of the barrels are all very natural. If you tap them, they just thunk with the nice solid, thunk of
yeah.
a barrel full of wine, and the crates themselves are all the same.
So how big is the mimic? Was it the size of like just a regular barrel?
Yeah, size of a barrel.
Okay, so I pick up the mimic and I put it on my shield. We need to take this to the kings and show proof that we've destroyed the creature. I don't think
Put
they
it
would
on
believe
your
it
shield,
otherwise.
like hang it over your shield.
Like I carry it on my shield, like I
Okay.
scoop it up like a spatula, and I
Like
carry
a
it.
dinner plate.
Okay,
Do we?
Yeah.
The blood-
Does this mimic have anything on him good?
is he what?
Does he have anything on him that's good that we can take from him? That we can loot
Loot?
from him?
He's just a creature. Like he's literally just a
Didn't
denizen.
drop any gold,
Yeah.
nothing.
No gold fell out of him.
This isn't
like
Diablo.
He's like Ditto from Pokemon. He's just a blob that transforms.
Yeah, he's just like it's bleeding. Like you're dragging a lot of blood through.
Don't let him
Yep.
get on you, bro.
That's what I'm doing. I just drag it because I need
Why
to
don't you
show
just rip a
proof to
chunk
these
off
kings.
of it so we can take that chunk with it?
Okay, which way are you headed back to the throne room?
So I throw the mimic down at Fenn's feet and I say, "Carve what you think will be necessary."
Proof of life, proof of death.
Yeah. So I throw it at your feet, Devon. I say, "Carve what you think would be necessary or adequate proof for these gnomes."
I carve off a toe.
Oh, give me a break. I have toes. Is this crate? Are these crates empty? Can we throw them in a crate so we don't mess your shield?
I can watch it. I mean, there's a waterfall outside.
Yeah, I mean, you just know that you're going to drag some blood through. I don't know that anybody's necessarily going to care, other than the fact that it's happening. But I mean,
Okay.
whatever you got to take, whatever chunk or piece or
Bring the
part of
the
it.
bloody pulp of
you know.
mess. Take it over to the king.
All right.
That's good. We're gonna
Carry it
walk
with me.
Okay.
We're gonna walk back to the kings here. We're in fast travel. Can we do that?
I'm gonna fly
Totally fast travel. Let me.
because
If my roll would stop doing what it's doing.
So sorry. So I stopped by the guards, Pod and Giffen.
Well, as you come out of that corridor with that thing on your shield, they both just what in the nine hell? What is that?
That's the
believe
thing
this
that
is
you guys so aptly defended against at your post. Remember what we talked about?
Well, we never saw anything like it.
Of course, yeah, we know. It's okay. He looked like a barrel when he came in. You
What?
guys are useless.
Preposterous.
No, you're preposterous.
Carry on.
Inconceivable.
Derek.
Let's
All right.
go. Stop talking to
Walking.
these yahoos.
I want to make a perception check for Fenn.
Okay.
I want to make sure Fenn is close to us and not murdering gnomes while we cannot see him.
Okay.
I look
He
around. Do I
is-
see Fenn anywhere?
You get a pretty good idea that Fenn is just faster than you and is already at the quarters of the kings.
Who's this person in front of me at this door?
That's Korbaz, or that's Nerkly, I mean.
Is he someone important?
He's the
Nerkly is
king, dude.
Nerkly's the
Devon.
king that you freed from the sticky bonds.
Quit trying to kill people.
All right, I'm making my way there. I am nervous that if I get there too slowly, there will be no kings to.
I would like to roll.
Ben.
Nerkly,
I didn't
Take
know
it.
where you went.
Got
You were,
you
you were so
just
fast.
Too soon. For an elephant, you move real fast.
All right, so I throw the mimic at the feet of Nerkly.
by the gods, what is that?
It's that thing that was never.
It's
in
your
house
mom. What do
anymore.
you think it is?
In cash.
What a vile, foul-looking. Is this it? Where did you find it?
He was in the wine
Um,
cellar, disguised as a
some-
barrel.
You broke a
broke
bunch
a
of your
bunch of barrels.
water, wine
the
barrels.
mimic
Yeah.
broke a
Yeah.
bunch of barrels.
He broke a
He's
bunch of
just-
stuff as we were fighting.
That's
him.
how we found it.
He's just absolutely shocked. I've never seen the like. What a foul, disgusting creature. We will study it at once.
Please do. But first, Nerkly, I believe we have kept up
We
on our
must-
end of the bargain. We have found what was killing gnomes. We actually came in search of aid. There is a white dragon by the name of
Ken.
Your mom.
Preston? What's his name?
Cryovane.
Cryovane. There's a dragon named by Preston Cryovane, I think he is called, and we have been told that you might have ways that you can aid the town in fending off the dragon. That's what we came for.
Oh, we have many wonders that could potentially help. Of course. Oh, let me see if I can wake Korbaz. He must see this.
Wait,
wait a
Nerkly,
second, wait a
Nerkly,
Wait a
can
second. Come
can
back.
we not wake your
Hey.
husband who trapped you in a cocoon?
Well, it's understandable. Look at what attacked him.
Do you think it would be wise?
This is
so
why
soon
I want to
after
kill
being-
gnomes. Right?
I wish to release him from his madness. He needs to see this.
You don't know that
Finn
his
can
madness
release
has
him
been
from his
released.
madness.
That's true.
It's okay. Everybody roll. Everybody that's trying to talk him out of going and waking up Korbaz, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Devin, are you trying to talk him out of that, or are you just like ready to shoot someone?
I'm giving him the
Murder
look
fool.
that says if he goes and wakes someone up, he's gonna die.
I rolled a
I got
4
11.
plus 5, so I rolled a 9.
I don't know what I get. What am I looking for?
Perception.
Persuasion.
No, persuasion. Sorry.
Persuasion. Yeah, I got 3.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh, what
nice.
is with us?
Great.
We can't roll with
So he's gonna wake him up. He's really the mimic. We're all gonna die.
He says, just patience, my friends. He
I,
goes
I
over the.
reach out to stop him because I do not want him to wake up Korbaz with my trunk.
Okay, roll a dex.
Oh, great.
Rolodex. Haha. Rolodex.
F, man.
I'm gonna. I'm
That is
gonna.
a
doesn't-
one.
He doesn't even notice that your trunk like swings
As-
right over the top of his head as he just jumps up onto the bed. He starts bouncing in the bed. Korbaz, 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 and he's like slapping him. Korbaz, wake up!
As he's
Korbaz-
doing this, I want to roll a dexterity check so I can stab him in the back.
Nice. Please,
You,
do I have to persuade Devon
are you
to
really? Are you really gonna stab him in the back?
Hey, some numbs just can't listen. Got to teach them a lesson the hard way.
If you are really going to, try
Oh,
to,
very
like, at this
fine.
point, you'd have to throw your dagger.
Fine.
Can you throw like a blunt object at him? Do you have a blunt object?
You have a non-sharp knife.
What about if I go up and
Roll.
hit him with an unarmed strike?
He's slapping Korbaz in the face.
I go up
Yeah,
and
Hit
hit,
him with
hit-
an unarmed strike.
I can go up and
Korbaz is like coming to, and he says, "Berkeley, what is it?" And he basically drags him over to the body, and shows him. He says, "Look at this. Is this not what attacked you?" Korbaz stumbles and
Knock him back out, Devon.
no. He says, "By the maker." And he kind of collapses for a second, and he says, "I should have known." And he looks up at you, at the three of you, and says, "Are you the ones that killed it?"
Yes, I did actually. I shot him
Where?
fatally, wounded him. These guys did nothing really.
He says,
were
we are
just-
forever in your debt. We've lost 2 of our own to this monstrosity. Anything you need, anything at all.
1 million pounds of gold.
Had we all the gold in the world, we would gladly give it to you.
With a
Well,
shot.
we appreciate that. We are grateful that you have come out of this and understand now that some reactions are unnecessary. We are looking for
I'm
help.
ashamed at how I lost my mind.
It happens. We're looking for help against a dragon that has been terrorizing the area.
No, quickly, absolutely. And he didn't even let you finish your sentence, and he starts running towards the treasury.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm following him. You guys
So
follow behind me.
As you guys are walking, I'm going to talk to Fen. I'm going to say, Fen, you know
I
a
ran
lot
away.
about the mimics.
Okay, I
Would-
sit here.
Would they have caused a madness like this in your experience? I mean, it seems like the madness that befell them, that was could a mimic cause that level of madness and anger to tie up their husband to attack us?
I need to roll a d20.
Yeah, roll d20.
Barry
You're gonna
would
do
definitely know that.
like a knowledge
History?
arcana. You could history or arcana, whichever you feel.
I'm going to do history. Because
Okay.
I don't have anything in Arcana. So
Okay.
Nice.
I got 14 for history.
Yeah, the penchant for gnomes, one, to kind of be eccentric, is only exacerbated by things they don't understand. And so not so much the mimic itself, although it was pretty terrifying if he was in the in the wine cellar and suddenly a barrel is attacking him, barely escaping with his life. It just would have sent the gnome himself on his own little tirade or his own little journey of madness, and not so much any special property of the mimic other than the fact that it's just terrifying.
There you go. That's what I know.
Okay. Well, hopefully these gnomes have something that we can use to either fight off a dragon or something that, I don't know, something for our troubles, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm going to continue walking back down to the treasury, which is where I assume they went.
Yes, they went to the treasury.
We're there. I'm there with him. I can forget his name.
That's
This
This is
Korbaz.
Korbaz.
Hey, Corbaz. So, what do you got for us, dragon-wise? And if you happen to have a, piece of armor my size, that could be cool too.
He looks kind of you over and says, well, we don't really dabble so much in armor as at least of the conventional type. And he kind of shows you this weird coat that has like hammers attached to it and daggers attached to it. And this wasn't much of a success anyway, so let's not worry about that. But you kind of seem to be a little bit of a sneaky one, and I have something that's a little bit of a sneaky device, if you will. He pulls out this little cylinder. It's only about an inch in diameter. It's only about an inch and a half tall, and he grabs it and flicks his wrist, and it jumps out to like a 5 foot long pole, and then he flicks it again, and it shoots even longer out. And then when he gets the whole thing completely expanded, it's about 10 feet long. It's really sturdy. He's tapping it, and he's jumping on top of it, and he's walking across it like almost like a tightrope between desks. He taps it again, it collapses back, and he just presents it very proudly and says, "This pole of collapsing, perfect for a sneaky one like you."
I thank you. I gracious and thank you. And it gets bigger when you rub it. That's cool.
That's exactly right. It's exactly what it does. As it should. As it should. The he totally misses the joke, and
I think a couple in our party did too. Don't worry about it.
and throwing things
No,
around.
we all got it.
Comes around and he pulls out this amulet, this little pendant. He looks up at and it's just shield in here. Where's Finn?
Oh my gosh! I do a
Who's
check
he-
to make sure I
who's he
listen for the
killing?
cries of children, and see if I listen to hear if I can hear the cries of children dying.
Devon, are you killing people? Get in here, man.
I don't know how I can kill people without the dungeon master's approval.
Oh, you can. It's easy.
I don't know how this
He
works.
pulls up a pendant and he says, "Look around you." He says, and he kind of points to Barrack's wings, who are getting more and more translucent as if they're disappearing. Look around you. We don't understand how this wonderful universe works, but I do know that we were able to capture a little bit of that unpredictability inside this pendant itself. He holds it up to you, Barrack, or not to Shield, and says, "Lean in real close. Lean in real close."
I lean in real close.
And you can hear like this, all this ticking and whirling and moving of gears. And he says, "Only when you need it, only when it's right. If you feel like you're about to make an action or attack your enemy, grab this pendant and just see what happens. More than likely, usually, if you're lucky, something really good will happen."
Okay. So I take it from him with my trunk, and I say thank you. Are these? Do you suppose that these will be able to help us with Cryovane and to defeat a dragon?
Well, I think surely. Now, if we walk over, let's head over to Fibblestub and Dabbledob. They I think they have a few things they're working on that we could pry from their very.
Right, so I'm going to add this amulet to my.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to what it does. I'll send it, but I'll send you a thing. It's a clockwork amulet. So when you look in on your inventory, you can just search for that. And then yours, Mike, is a pole of collapsing.
I got it.
You got it? All right.
I got it. I know how to use the inventory. I'm awesome. I studied.
Right on.
I don't, I guess. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. You just have to go to manage and then it'll have you put it in the.
Hello, people. I'm back here with you. Nothing happened. I promise. Nothing happened.
What's on your hands?
Gloves.
Wine? Is that wine or is that blood? Let me.
So
taste it.
I take the amulet and I hand it to Finn. I said, Finn, the gnome was going to give this to you, and I hand it to him.
Okay.
And then
He's like,
walk
I want
out.
something better.
No.
So Korbaz
And I-
Korbaz is over consulting with Dabbledob. Says, "Listen, it's a dragon they're trying to dispatch of, and from the sounds of it, a white,
Yes.
Yes, a white
typically
youngling.
known
from
for
what
their
we know.
very frosty breath, if I don't say so myself.
Could be.
Maybe something to counter the deathly cold that issues from their maw." He kind of bumps Dabbledob and says, "You know what I'm talking about." And he resignedly walks over to his desk and whips and pulls out this long, like red twisted wand. And he says, "This shoots fire. That's all I know."
Woohoo!
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take it.
Shooting the fire.
All right.
What is it? It's a
The
wand of
wand
fire.
of pyrotechnic.
I say I noticed that some of the gnomes were acting quite strange. The lady on the crossbow turret that you guys have for some reason in the middle
Oh,
of your
you don't have to
corridors,
worry
is she
about
gonna
her
is
anymore.
she gonna be okay?
You
Oh.
don't have to worry about her anymore.
Factor A.
Is she gonna be okay?
Factor A. Well,
I don't think
you know, if I'm totally honest, she's just always been that way. But
Nice.
I want you to take one more thing with you. And he pulls out
Okay.
this kind of indistinct looking hat, this little cap. And he says, "Show this to Harbin Wester."
I'll
Right.
take that.
It's a hat of wizardry.
You're quick with looting this stuff.
That's what I do.
All right, we thank you. We hope that we have left. We are sorry for the loss of the other two gnomes. We were not able to find any trace of them. I'm sorry for your loss. We're glad we were able to help a little, and we
Well,
hope that if you do have further need in the future, you can send a message to the town, and hopefully we can either find it or we. Best of luck, gnomes. And I start walking out.
we thank you for your assistance. We, as sad as it is also a happy day to at least know that the creature has been dispatched.
Excellent.
All right, and then I start walking out.
Okay.
Do we before we walk out, let's do a group huddle. Do we have proof of completion for Mr. Harbin Wester?
You have the hat that he just gave you.
Well,
All
I'm
those
not gonna
items,
give
yeah,
him
all the
that.
items
I'm not
that
gonna
you.
give him the hat. I'm gonna show
Well, you
him
can
the
show
hat.
it
I'm not
to
gonna
him.
give it to him.
Well, that's
Say,
fine. You
look
can
at
show
this
it to
hat.
him.
Look at this hat.
He glances down at your well, where's your crossbow? Is it like on your back? Is it on your belt?
Yeah, kind of slung.
Okay. He says, "I notice your crossbow, curious craftsmanship. It is possible we could have Factor A once we kind of bring her back to her senses. Maybe she could modify. You probably noticed what she was driving, I guess you could say. And
Oh, I
if you
noticed.
wish, if you wish, she could
Sure.
potentially improve that for you."
Yeah, that would be fun. I could use a multi-shot semi-auto crossbow. I can dig it.
That'd be too heavy for you to carry.
You shut
Well,
your
we
mouth
will,
before you
we,
speak to me.
we will send it on our next convoy to Fandolin if that's where you're headed now.
It is indeed where we're headed.
Yes,
It is
indeed.
where we're headed, but do I want to be without it? Right, because you're wanting me to leave it.
No, don't leave your crossbow. We will.
Oh,
We
okay.
will.
You'll
We'll
gotcha.
fashion anew. We'll fashion anew.
Word, I like that. Hey, appreciate you guys. Peace. Love your bread. It's good.
Like
I
and
do.
subscribe.
Fine as bread.
Like the bread. I like the bread.
I like bread.
Um,
Okay. Okay, so everybody has their loot, correct?
Yeah, I got it all.
Yeah, Mike has all of it.
What loot did I get?
You got an amulet of clockwork amulet?
Steve, you want this hat? Are you feeling upset? You want the hat?
No, I'm fine. I'm not a wizard.
Okay. That's right. Neither
I
am
don't
I.
even know what it does. So
I just have
I
that.
need. For all I know, it was he just handed you a tiny little hat, and a tiny little hat ain't gonna fit no Luxodon. So
It is true. The hat has stars and moons on it, though. It's like Mickey's Sorcerer Apprentice hat. All right, gentlemen, let us bid our fond farewells and let's head on out. Do you want us to turn this machine back on as we leave?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We have some cleaning up to do.
Devin. As I'm walking through the room, I see some suspended gnomes. Devin left him there, tied him up. Crazy.
Later, guys. You're lucky the other two were here. Don't let me catch you outside, all right?
Alrighty. Right, gents, are we headed back?
So as we will be passing by the dwarven mines where we helped the other two dwarves earlier in the week. Should we stop by and see if they uncovered anything else, or should we continue back to the town? Or
Yeah, we can stop if it's on our way.
Fen would
It's
say
definitely,
you,
it's definitely,
you want to
it's
make a
definitely on
stop.
your way. You can do kind of, yeah. You can pass right by it. You'll even swing back through Umber Chill on your way back as well.
Ooh, I might need another healing potion just to stock up.
I mean, we probably Fen. What say you? Should we stop by the ruins? Should we carry on? Should we continue back to Phandalin?
Yeah, let's stop by the ruins. See if we can get stabbed by an orc again.
I wonder if
You
Okay.
you harbor some. Let's
all right.
do it.
So let's carry on. Let's walk to. What time of day is it right now?
You're not sure because unless you've stepped outside.
We are outside.
We
We're
have
all
all
kind of.
stepped outside. We just walked through the bridge. We left, and we're like crossed
okay.
through the river, washed all the blood
Yeah,
off my shield.
if you were to head back to the to the excavation site, you'll get there just as the sun is setting. It'll only take you like a few hours, and by that time, the sun will be definitely on the horizon.
Okay. I suggest we make it to the ruins, talk with our dwarven friends, and set up camp there, and maybe eat some rations while we're there. Oh, look, dead bodies of orcs.
Yes, the bodies are still there. Haven't been moved whatsoever.
Oh, Mike set them up to where they looked ominous, I believe.
No, I just camouflaged the entrance. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't touch the dead bodies.
All right.
So let's kind of make our way to the entrance and then call out, announce us, and see if anybody's there. I say hello in there.
There is no response.
Oh, damn.
Venture in a
So
little
we
bit
are
deeper.
looking for. I have no. Let's see. Dazzlin and Norbis. Dazzlin and Norbis.
Mm-hmm.
Come out, wherever you are.
So right now I'm in the
I'm
I'm
a
in
little
that
mad
first
since I
chamber.
was here last.
In that first chamber, so Barry, I'm right at that
Yeah,
second
yeah.
door.
There, it's really quiet.
I'm gonna call in.
It's somewhat ominously quiet.
I would like to make a perception check, and I would like to listen with my giant satellite ears and listen for stuff,
Okay.
danger or breathing or other things. That would
Go ahead,
be an 11.
So
Heaven.
it's as if there is no air in any of these chambers. It's as if it's oddly still. It's super crazy quiet, and like you hear nothing.
Have you ever had that feeling where you were being watched and
I'm gonna
Anytime the barracks around, I have that feeling.
try to perceive any magical
Are you gonna persuade something?
anything. I'm gonna persuade it.
Sweet.
You're gonna try to perceive anything magical, like you're gonna
Anything
try to detect
magical?
magic.
Yeah.
you have the ability to detect magic?
Yeah, totally.
No, you don't.
He got
Shut
it
up.
just now. When?
Just now.
Ben,
When-
what's
when-
your
I'm going to.
FIZ?
I can cast Primeval Awareness.
Oh, what's that?
I was just gonna use my perception.
So
Because I'm very
Primeval
perceptive.
Awareness is as an action. You can expend one Ranger spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile or within up to 6 miles if you are in your
Oh, wow.
favorite train, but we're not. This feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
You get an ominous sense that one of those same nasty, disgusting, almost killed you, mostly killed you creatures is around. You are not totally sure that the dwarves are still alive.
The thing that almost killed me was a
Gosh.
orc. If that's right.
It's the thing
You
that
gotta be
it's the thing that
kidding.
got Steve one of the not bubbles,
The
but
big
It got me,
ball
yeah.
jellies.
At least.
Yeah. So
Ben, what do you
it's-
sense?
what you
It's
sense
party
there,
time.
you-
I sense some bad things around here. You guys will probably die again. Most
Should we-
likely.
Should we see if should we see if the dwarves are alive? Recover the bodies? Do they uncover another chamber where this thing was?
I think we
Did
should
they-
go
did
see
we-
if they're
did-
dead. Because if they're dead, we can take all the loot that I wanted to last time, but you wouldn't let me.
Okay. Shall we
But
go in
we should
quietly
see.
this
Maybe
time?
they'll see if they're awake, and alive.
Does anybody need, before we do this? Does anybody need like a health check? Did anybody get
You
hit
should.
in our last battle?
You got hit.
Actually, none of us got hit in the last battle. We were
Yeah, he got
flawless
hit.
victory.
You got
Mike
hit
got
for
hit.
6.
I did.
Oh,
I
that's
got
right.
hit.
Yeah, I forget
I
about
got
that.
hit. So I need to see what
So
I
you,
have for
yeah, you
healing
can
here.
take a long rest, a short rest, a no rest.
What you guys want to do?
Um,
How long is a short rest? What would a short rest do to us?
It's gonna give you back like what is it? Like less than it's not gonna give you back your full hit points. It's only gonna give you hold on. It's not gonna restore everything. So short rest is of at least an hour, and you will reset maximum hit points during this charge.
yeah, spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of the short rest up to character's maximum hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit dice spent this way, the player rolls the. Let's see.
So
the player.
yes, you'd roll 3d8. Well, you'd roll 1d8.
Okay, so
got
we
a
click
healing
on short
potion.
rest, right?
Well, but
Yeah.
I can just use the healing potion too.
That's always
Okay,
yeah. You're only down like 6 hit points.
All right, so we'll do short rest.
We're in a short
And
rest for an hour.
so do you do recover? No wait. It
Do
died
a
D8.
one of the die.
D8 has 8 sides, right?
Mm-hmm. Every time.
Every time, are you sure? Ah, 7. Look at that.
Mine says Ranger is hit die 1d10 plus 1, total 3.
Very nice.
Yeah. So you could take 3 short rests, right?
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Each time spending a hit die.
5.
Cool. I'm good. Thanks, guys. This is a
Okay.
good hour.
So I suggest that
never know.
we
We're gonna
send
find
someone
out.
in-
Let's
I
battle
suggest
plan
we
this.
send someone in quietly to see what we're up against.
Nose goes. Go ahead, Devon.
You are the
seasoned-
rogue that can sneak through, so
Yeah, I am.
So
You do have
whoever wants to go forward can make a stealth check, and you can use that stealth check, as you're traipsing through, until such time you feel like you've seen enough or you've heard enough, and then you want to return back to your party and report.
Okay. So I'll go.
Will you do?
I will go and do. Let's see. Do I have
you
false
just
life
killed
held?
yourself. Devon's like,
Small amount of- Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna roll stealth. So I'm rolling +5. Oh, that's awesome. 1 + 5.
oh my
6.
gosh.
Yep, that was sucky. I get another dice though, right? Because reasons.
Nope.
Worse.
We're all gonna die.
As he walks
Hey,
forward,
Eric,
I
can see
yell
Barrett
out,
starts walking-
"Hey,
yeah,
Barrett,
Barrett
good
starts
luck
walking
in
forward.
there."
He trips over that first pile of rubble and just makes this big raucous
Oh
noise.
my gosh.
Echoes through the entire cavern, and pretty much decides right there to maybe not keep walking.
I'm done. This is the scene in the what you call it, the Mines of Moria, where Pippin
Yeah.
drops the.
So I'll just slowly walk in. We'll be all right.
Calling him
All right.
mine.
Okay, you guys can go first. I'll be in the back.
Then I will go first as the shield that guards the wall. I will go first.
I always take
I
up the
will-
very back of our line as I am the best ranged attacker we have.
And I
believe
am
it's
going to
pronounced chicken.
I'm gonna move sneakily and silently.
Roll for dexterity.
Roll a stealth to see if you roll sneakily and silently.
All right, here we go. Stealth. That would be an 8. What is with our rolls today?
You are not quiet at
kinda
all.
suck.
Your armor is very loud as you walk through the cavern.
All right, but that's what I'm going to do with my shield up. And I'm
Okay.
going to say, dazzling, dazzling.
Look up here. Hey, you guys.
What are
Look
these
up here.
stars on the ground?
That's where we uncover the treasure.
You did?
They're still the molding corpses of the last jellies that you encountered. As you're walking into the temple itself, it looks like the altar has been kind of meticulously picked apart. And then once it was picked apart without really much of anything of interest inside it, it looks like they continued on back to the north where they first opened that initial door. And the tracks look like it's just basically where they went.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to stick the torch around the corner and peek out and look down this hallway.
Yeah, there's nothing in front of you. The same eerie quiet is still very pervasive through the entire complex.
All right. I'm going to get to that door where we found last time, and I'm going to go through that door, and I'm going to look around, and I'm going to try and be quiet again.
Okay. As you enter here, where all the bedding and tapestries were, they've been taken down. Most of them have crumbled to dust, but it looks like, whoa, that door that you just walked through is a door you hadn't seen before.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
This
It
was
looks
the
like
bedroom.
this was the bedroom.
This room we're in now.
The room you're in now. So then
Nice
the room,
find.
it looks like they found another passageway leading even further south into another small anteroom.
all right. We proceed
Do
quietly
we?
and slowly. I do,
Like-
yes. I am intrigued now.
Yes. Yes. Let's
I have spoken.
Can we check this room or anything?
I was
See if there's anything in this room, or is it just a
Okay,
chamber?
yeah,
Is that-
coming into here, it's a long hallway, and then off to your left, Shield, it looks like there was at one point a collapse and a cave-in of the rest of the corridor, but it does look like they have dug through the rubble and made a little tunnel to the other way, Barrick.
This way?
Yeah,
How big is the tunnel? Is it big enough for me to fit through?
you could very uncomfortably push your way through. Barrett could kind of once he gets under the rubble, find a pretty easy opening and pop out through. Shield's gonna have a tough time pushing things to the side, but it's not going to be impassable. Just extremely uncomfortable.
Barrett, can you scout ahead and tell us what you see? Is it a dead end?
Fine. All right. I'm gonna try to sneakily go through
Okay,
here.
I mean, Barrick disappears. Whoa.
Ah, hell.
And dang it. As you come out on the other end of the tunnel, I'm assuming cautiously, you first, because it's just so quiet in here, you hear kind of a weeping noise um, coming from a pile of rubble to the south, and this jelly is trying to get its way into the rubble. You hear essentially one of the dwarves just kind of resigning to the fact that he's about to expire as this thing is moving. He's done his best to shore himself behind rubble and to keep the thing at bay, but it's trying to move its tendrils in through the openings in the rock.
So I'm gonna shout back to these guys that they need to get in here if they can. But I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to shut up and roll for initiative.
Clear the
now.
way.
Shut up
Shield,
and
clear the
roll
way.
for
So
initiative.
I tell Finn to go
Oh,
first, so I don't impede the entry into the tunnel.
Joke's on you. I rolled a
Oh my
7.
gosh.
Mike got 6. That is the dumbest thing ever. Oh my!
Did you add
that's
your
just-
plus initiative?
I did.
Did
Uh-uh.
you get Finn a 6?
I got a 7.
Barrett got 6.
Okay. And Finn got 7?
I got 10.
Looks like you got it plugged away anyways.
All right, I got some stuff that I can do.
All right. The ochre just slides a pseudopod towards the pile of rubble, and is trying to like retch its way inside because it's a pretty easy target. It doesn't even really notice that you're in the room, Barrick. But Shield, go ahead and you're up.
All right. We don't see the turn order yet, Barry. So I'm gonna. So where
do we
did
get
Mike go?
into
'Cause
this?
that was, yeah. Where is that room?
What the heck?
Because we don't know where Barrick went.
Okay, hold on one second here. Sorry, this is always do this.
Okay, while you do that, I gotta be right back. Gotta take a just quick.
Oh, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
5-minute break. Setting up initiative. Finn, you got give me your 7 again, right?
Yep.
Shield and a 10.
Should have set up a be right back screen.
I got a 10.
After these messages, we'll be right back. That's the cartoon bumper that used to come on when I used to actually watch the D&D cartoon back in the day.
I'll play some music for everybody. Oh, you won't be able to hear Barry.
Okay.
Come back. But chiptune music. We'll be right back.
Tonight's episode of Shut Up and Roll Initiative is sponsored by Mustaches.
All right, we back.
Well, you're back.
Okay.
Other people left.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
He said.
So then, in preparation for what's about to come, so I still have sneak attack, right? I still have that ability.
You have
to
sneak
see
attack
people
as long. You always have sneak attack as long as you have advantage. So
does he have to be engaged with someone for me to have sneak attack?
you need to be flanked by someone and engaged by someone. So even though
so
he's
he-
attacking a dwarf, he's not. I mean, that dwarf is not in any way attacking him. If that makes sense.
Right. No, it does. Pardon me.
No problem.
Deanna, Cole, how are you guys enjoying the show? You having fun?
Are they piping in?
Oh yeah, I said our dad looks funny. What's with his mustache?
I'm getting like text messages from Cole, but I'm not seeing where the chat happens.
No, you wouldn't have seen it. You'd have to pop it out.
Is it on YouTube or something?
We're actually live on YouTube and Mixer right now.
Ah, gotcha.
Because we're hip like that.
We are so cool, fellow kids.
Hello, my fellow kids. So did we figure out where this room is that we're supposed to be in?
So you're gonna go straight across through the little portal. You'll pop out the other side. So if you're wanting to head that way now,
Yeah, I still don't see anything. Is it on the other side? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I hearing.
Hang on, don't get close to him yet,
Why?
because I'm gonna cast Thunderwave, and I don't want you to get in it.
Oh, so I hearing Barrick shout. I come for
Actually,
the
it's not
berry,
my
but
turn
stay
yet.
for the shield. D-dog.
That's your turn.
So I come running through and I bust through the rubble with my shield just like a bulldozer because I hear Barrick yelling that he needs help. So I just burst through and then take stock of the situation, and I cast a spell, and it's a boy
Nice.
spell too.
Shield casting the spells.
I cast
Actually-
Guiding Bolt,
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
and Guiding Bolt is, I'll tell you what it is. It is a 120-foot range. It's a verbal or cymatic spell. And a flash of light streaks toward the creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to burst through.
So
I
you're
see that
calling
big giant
forth your-
jelly. I remember from the last time when I was laid low by a jelly, and I pound my shield, and my shield lights up, and I shoot a beam of energy from my shield at the okra jelly.
Nice. Roll it.
And I roll 5. Son of a...
Of course you do. Freaking A.
A total of 5?
So it's 5 plus 5, so I roll a 10.
Okay, yeah, good. All right, yeah, this radiant light just comes issuing forth from your shield and penetrates this thing.
Oh,
in
it
a
hits
very-
it.
Huh?
It hits?
Oh, it hits.
Oh, I didn't know. It was like a 10. Like 10 doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, these guys, yeah, they. Anyway, so you're gonna,
They're
yeah,
weak.
give it
I
that
gotta-
damage.
I got to find enough dice. This is 4d6.
Let's do it.
So I roll 46. Oh, so that is 6,
4.
9, 10, 16. 4.
Dang,
So that is
Um,
16.
that's
Not
pretty
bad.
good. No, I mean, holy light from your deity of choice just sizzles and fries this thing, bringing it to like an instantaneous halt as you hear sizzling and rips apart, and it actually gets ripped apart into 2 of them,
Son
Of course it
Okay.
does. Good
Way
job,
to
you.
go, shield.
splitting them in half and causing a big ol'
Rift
So I
in the
can-
cosmos.
So let's see. I've got 30 rounds. Well, so I'm gonna stay right there because I burst through and I shot that beam from my shield. So that's my turn.
You're not gonna go engage?
How much movement would I have? Because I just busted through the.
you
through
have
the
5,
wall.
10, 15, 20. You can move forward like, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get right up next to one of them.
Okay.
I just move right here then.
Okay.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
It's all right, Finn.
You asked me to move.
Okay,
I
so
know, but
bonus action. Can
Trying to
I
do
do that before? Can I do that before or only after?
Bonus action's after your main action. Well, that's not true. You can do your bonus action, I think, anytime.
that's not true.
Well, then I would like to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
There. And then what do I need to do to cast that?
Okay, so it's gonna have to make a save. And which one are you doing against? The one right in front of the shield? Okay, it's gonna have to make a strength save. So basically, with your abilities, it's gonna need to make a 13 to save. So the next time you hit it, a writhing mass of thorny vines will appear, and it has to succeed that strength, or it's gonna become restrained. In other words, it's not gonna be able to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So the next time you hit it, it's it's gonna.
So I have to roll and get higher than a 13. Is that what I have to do?
No, it
No.
has to beat a 13.
Oh,
It
it
has to
has to be.
save.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then I can also attack with my bow since that was my bonus.
You can also get to where you can attack, and yeah.
Right here. This is
Which one are you going for? That okay? Is that the one you cast?
yeah,
Okay.
because it that also brings up the roots for 5 feet around, right? Or is that the different one I'm thinking of? Or is that the Hail of Thorn?
No, this is just gonna be it's when you shoot, the vines are gonna burst forth, holding it fast. It's gonna take some damage from the thorns plus the damage from your if it doesn't save.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your ranged attack.
I only got 10.
Yeah, it punctures it straight through the center of mass.
Just barely by
It
the skin.
penetrates. Word of the day.
Word of the
Penetrate.
day.
Penetrates.
Penetrate.
Upon penetration.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Your
so
kids are listening, Barry. Your
I need
kids
to
are
roll
listening.
a D8.
Yeah, a mass of thorns just magically appears all around it, ensnaring it, wrapping around it, causing all kinds of havoc as it kind of squeezes its body. And go ahead and roll your damage for your arrow.
7.
Watch out, here comes my arrow. It flies super fast.
7.
Mhm.
And kills everyone.
And then go ahead and roll another D6 for the thorns.
Getting some combo damage from our ranger.
I got 3. And then is there any bonus for that? I don't know.
No, that's it. Okay, it's big old, big chunks are falling off it. The pressure of the vines squeezing it together are causing it to just be so constricted, and it's just kind of falling apart, not able to recollect itself. All right, Barrick.
All right, so I'm going to try this because I want to. So I'm going to move forward a bit. And then hopefully Steve's not in range. And won't
That's
be
right, you can hit
affected.
me.
And won't be affected by this, but I'm going to cast Thunder Wave because why not? A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
So currently, where you are, there is
Steve would be in it, right?
There's nobody in range of. Well, that's not true. There's 5, 10, 15. 15 would be. Hold on. Yeah,
It would
so
be 3 squares.
Yeah, so
Right.
3 squares out. So Steven would definitely be in range.
No, go back to where you were, Mike.
Back where I was, so right here.
Yeah, go back to where you were and shoot it there, because that way you're not going to hit the dwarf that's undercover. You'll hit me, but that's fine. Just
Why is that
do
fine?
what you do. I'm fine. I'm like
Big
I'm a
elephant man.
750
Our-
foot.
Our
50 pound
dice haven't been very good today, so just
Yeah,
saying.
so you're not going to.
Steven has to make a
Constitution.
Constitution. Steven will have to make a Constitution save of 12.
So on a failed
I can roll
save,
12.
the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Correct. So if
Okay.
he saves, he'll only take half as much damage and won't move at all.
Right.
So are you doing it?
Right. I am going to do it. I'm going to try to do it.
All right.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
Try to do it. And so that's just
This will also affect Finn.
It shouldn't hit Finn.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a 15-foot cube, originating from Barrick is the center.
He can't place it. It has to.
it has to just it's so it's
A wave of
360
thunderous force
degrees.
sweeps out from you.
Yeah,
Each
so
creature
it's
in
a-
a 15
So it's a 360
from
thing,
you.
huh?
Way to
Is it
go.
radius or diameter?
Say again?
Is it a 15-foot radius or diameter?
It's a
just-
15-foot
it's
cube
so
that's
it's
centered on Mike. Mike
It's
is
like
the
a
center of
AoE.
the
So
spell.
both of us have to roll.
You
to
do have to roll.
Avoid.
So should I not? Help me out here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
you,
it.
You
It's
cast it.
2d8 if on a fail and 1d8 on a save. So
Yep. So here we go. I'm gonna do it just because I want to
Okay.
do it. So let me do it. Jerks. Let
I
me
rolled
do
a
it.
16.
I rolled a 6.
What do I have to? What am I looking for? A
you're trying to get a 12 Constitution.
Yeah. So Mike, you automatically hit because it's like
Right,
the
'cause
spell
it's
automatically
AoE.
goes off. So you
15.
don't have to
Well,
roll
it doesn't hurt Mike.
Right.
Yeah.
So Devin and I both save, so we only take half damage.
So you're gonna
Oh,
roll
nice.
1d8 and
Oh,
not
that's
move
fine.
at all.
Sorry, Devin. You'll forgive me later.
yeah,
If not, oh well.
I'm gonna let you die later when I don't heal you.
I have a potion.
Not
I
when
just
you
wanted to try it, okay? Leave me
Mike, you
alone.
roll your damage.
3.
Right.
Whoopee.
Roll my damage.
No,
My-
hold on. So you're gonna
My-
roll 2d8 on the first one because it failed. So the first one in the wave.
And I roll the d8s.
Yeah, roll the 2d8s.
5 and 5, 10.
The reverberation, the sound essentially just evaporates the thing into a million little pieces of pseudopod, and it just splats it and splays it against the wall, just completely discombobulating it into a nothingness. And then the other one is going to save, so you're going to roll only 1d8.
5.
And it shakes and quivers a little bit, but it recoups pretty quickly and doesn't really seem too poorly affected actually.
So when it gets pushed back into the wall, is that like?
It did not get pushed because it saved.
Oh, because it's saved, right? Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Steven
What
and
about
Devin, you
Fenn
guys
and
okay?
Fenn and Shield saved?
Yep.
Yeah,
they
we both saved.
Okay, and you took? Did you take
I
1d8
took
of
3
damage?
damage.
You rolled your own damage, Devin?
Is that what we're supposed to
Do
do?
you want me to roll it?
Yeah, you roll. It's
Typically,
coming
the
from here.
spellcaster. Yeah, typically the person casting spell rolls a damage.
Well, if
Steve-
we did things
so-
typically, this game would be a lot different.
I rolled a 5 for Steve and a 4 for Devin.
All right.
Take it.
Sorry, Devin. It's not 3 or anything.
Okay.
Cool. I cast a spell. I'm successful. So I think
Nice.
that's it. I think I'm done. Let me check. Make sure I'm done.
Is that all? Yeah.
I have a bonus action where I can do dash, disengage, or hide, but I'm not going to do either of those. So
Okay. So the remaining half of the jelly, now sensing danger as it was being attacked from behind, lurches out, kind of collects all of itself into a center, and just instantly shoots forth, trying to just envelop itself all around Shield. Oh man. So 21 hits.
That hits. It's all good in the hood.
that's
Yeah.
just a hit roll.
It starts to wrap itself all up around you, and hits you pretty hard as it for 10,
All right.
getting up under your helmet and all around your shoulders, and just man, they things punch hard.
Punch you straight in the pants, right in the
Mhm.
trunk.
And
You also hear, Steve, a sizzling sound, and
Uh-oh.
the metal of your armor gets really warm in the areas that the pseudopods are wrapping around.
You
Okay.
think you would have learned from last time, Shield?
I yell back and say, "Shut up! Just shoot it!"
and we will. Devin might
Shield,
not. He's
you're
not
up,
good at it.
Shield.
So I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to channel divinity, And what that does is you can use your channel divinity as a bonus action to guide your attacks for 1 minute. Your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a 19 or a 20. So as my bonus action, I'm going to do that. And now I am going to bring my shield down on top of this jelly with the vengeance of 1,000 suns. And I say, in the name of Torm, I smite thee. And I smite him for 9 plus 5 is 14.
Mm-hmm. Dropping
And
right
I'm
on
gonna-
top of the center on top of it.
Yep, and I'm gonna roll some damage as 1d8 plus 5, and that is 1 plus 5, that is 6 damage.
That is
Okay.
some damage.
And I am going to stay there, and I'm going to hold my shield on top of it so it does not move.
All right, you guys see Shield just pummel this thing down to the ground. Pieces of it go flying off as he squeezes it to the ground and just kind of pops off to the side, really taking off quite a few chunks of the thing.
Shoot it,
Ben?
Devon.
Okay. Well, move over. And I'm going to shoot it.
Right.
Do it.
What?
I get
Shoot that.
17.
Hits it right dead center. Comes right out the back of it.
So you use a bow, boys. All right?
You handle that
Ah,
bow well.
True. Been trained
an
for
elf.
long.
What's
long
your
time.
damage roll?
5.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Barrick. The hole that Devon just put in the thing is kind of oozing, pretty nasty. Can't really seem to bring itself back together.
He's engaged with Steve, right?
He is engaged with Steve.
Okay.
The wedding
Nice.
is in the spring.
So I'm gonna shoot my crossbow.
Wow.
I'll send the invitations later.
Balls and
I'm going to
balls.
decline.
8.
You hit.
Seriously?
Hit.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to these?
Your aim is
things?
true.
All right, and so here's my damage. 1d6 plus 3. So that's 7 plus my other 2d6 because he's engaged.
Uh-huh.
So 7 plus 9 is 15.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
16?
Just. How do you want to? I mean, you're finishing him off.
You,
What is
you
your-
almost did the critical roll thing.
I tried not to be trying to be original here. How do you murder it?
You're asking me?
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. Your shot was dead end.
So was it wrapped around Steve?
It was wrapped around Steve.
So as its frontal cortex is being obliterated by the swiftness and straightness of my mighty stiff arrow, it
Oh gosh.
What's happening right now? Okay, you killed it. Good job. Never let
it,
him do that again.
it uncurls
Yeah.
itself from Steven from Shield, and it starts to slink and slunk
Wrong
through
with
the
this
cracks
trash
on
panda?
the floor, and just disintegrates as it melts. And
Chad
what?
isn't
I thought I was
helping.
doing a good job.
You're doing great, Mike. Keep going, man. Keep going, dude.
Keep
Go the
going.
distance.
No. I'm
Oh
done.
my gosh.
You guys don't respect
This is
me.
my
as a-
favorite part of the show. I respect you as a wordsmith.
Respect me.
I'm done.
Okay.
It dies, it falls, and it gives me
It just dies.
as it dies.
It's dead.
As it dies, it flings
You hear
12,
With-
50,000 gold pieces.
once the adrenaline rushes off, once the adrenaline rush wears off, you hear the continued sobs of one of the dwarves under the rubble, who's just absolutely terrified that he was about to expire.
Jocelyn,
I'm
is that you?
It's me, he says, crying.
You're lucky you're not
It
a
is the
gnome. I would have let you
companions.
die.
It's Barrick, Shield, and Fen. Do you remember us?
He says, yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, poor Norbus. Poor Norbus.
It's okay. We understand. Can you make it out?
He tries. He's pushing his way out. I mean, he's just distraught and upset and just
Shield, can you
forlorn,
give him a hand?
devastated.
I
Give him a hand. Help him
extend my
out.
trunk and I pull him out.
He just kind of, yeah, he comes out and just kind of collapses in a heap at your guys' feet, just sobbing, just almost uncontrollably sobbing.
Does he look hurt?
Are you hurt?
He's got some scrapes and he's got a little acid burn on his arm, but nothing life threatening.
I lay my trunk on his shoulder and I give him 1 point of health with my laying on of hands.
Okay, he appreciates that. he takes him a while. He regains his composure and he says, we were too greedy. We shouldn't have delved any deeper.
Did you
Should
dig
have
too
known.
deep?
we dug too deep.
Did you unearth the Balrog of Morgoth?
We can't play games, man. We just
I
do
know.
research
Can't
our
you
time.
watch too many movies?
Devon hates everything about this right now.
Quote. He looks up at he looks over up to the north, and there's a statue of a really large dwarf. Actually, it almost fills that whole alcove to the north, and he just spits and he says, "This is a cursed hall. We let's just leave. Please get me out of here."
I say, wait,
Can
hold.
you- Can you tell us what happened?
We made our way through. We found the collapsed tunnel. We knew there had to be more than the baubles that we found in the temple. Sure enough, we made it into this cursed chamber, where once again another one of those foul creatures was waiting to light upon us. It instantaneously engulfed Norbus, and I barely made it into this pile of rubble, climbing to the top and digging my way in before it, as I heard poor Norbus meet his untimely and rather unfortunate demise, and he just breaks down crying again. He says, "This is not a place for proper dwarves."
Forgive my ignorance, but who is that statue? Who is that statue of? Who is that
Let the dogs out.
depiction?
So
Who
So if you guys
that-
look at the statue, there's a dwarf with these big long horns, and he's got this really like almost maniacal sneer on his face, and in his hands he's holding this really large green glowing gem, and he's just looking at it like he's y- one full of both happiness and at the same time just, I mean, a sense of greed and avarice on his face, staring at this large green cut gemstone.
You won't be getting any of this time.
Can I pry this gemstone out of the statue?
Yep, you can grab it. You grab it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so go ahead and make me a dex save.
A dex save.
Dexterity.
Let's see. Yes. I just have to find a +3. 17 +3. Let's see. Get out of here, dice.
Fanny, you're gonna have to make me a dex save as well.
Son.
19. 19 +3.
That's 16.
So you're both gonna take half damage as the entire statue just explodes in this fiery ball.
Hey, don't touch
of-
it! What'd you
I
do?
did not touch it.
Just completely explodes.
How much damage is
The,
half damage?
Well, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I don't have enough dice for this.
That's never a
We-
good sign from the DM.
We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you who've tuned in for this final episode of the Shut Up and Respawn podcast. This quest is quickly coming to an end. We will have to start another one next week.
So what's half of 17? rounding down. just
Rounding
because-
down.
Yeah.
That would
Down.
be
Half of 17 is 8. Half of 17 is
It'd
rounding
be
down.
8.
It'd be 8.
Yeah, 8. So you're blown back. You're deafened. Dazzlin
This
like
is after we
looked like he
saved
was,
ourselves?
huh? That's a save. That's on a save. Yeah.
Didn't we learn to check for traps last time we were here, Mike? Abu,
It's
go
Freaking
touch
been
your
a-
trash
gem.
panda can't keep his hands to
It's been a
himself.
long time. I asked if I actually asked if I could touch the gem. I didn't say I did. Just want to make that clear.
oh, is that accurate? Let's go to the replay, shall we? Shield, a bunch of rubble comes bouncing off of you. Dazzlin has this look on his face of like he was trying to say, he was about to say no, but didn't get it out in time. And anyway, you guys are a little beat up after
Are you
this.
guys still alive?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm still
have
alive.
13 hit points.
Yeah, they're not dead.
Might stab our little trash panda.
I might be
It's
dead.
not his freaking fault.
Do I still have the gem though?
It
Oh
blew
no,
up.
Or
there's
was it the
nothing
gem
left.
that exploded? Did the whole
No,
statue explode?
There's nothing left. Yeah,
Did it uncover anything or open
zero
another
things are
passageway?
uncovered other than no.
Okay. Dazzlin, what did you do?
He says, this is a hall of greed. This place is built as a shrine to nothing more than greed.
Oh,
I want nothing more to do with this place.
I'll follow
suggest-
you out.
Sounds like
I
this is a place
suggest
for you,
before
Beric.
we leave- I suggest before we leave, we rest here. We've been on a long journey. We did not expect to fight. We did not expect to go touching things we should not be touching. I suggest we start a fire, we eat, and we rest before we continue on.
Should we let's check this room to see if there's anything other traps? I mean, that's what I should have done at first.
The room that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. You can roll a perception.
20.
There are definitely no more traps in this room. You found them all already.
So we're gonna take a
Shield
long
it.
rest, guys.
Shield
that
is
what we're
building
doing?
a fire, so inside this cave with no ventilation.
But there's
And
no
no
ventilation. You're gonna
oxygen.
burn up all our oxygen.
I imagine in a tunnel like this, there's
Doesn't actually
ventilation.
encourage you guys to go back out to kind of the place where they had already kind of made camp and
Camp.
getting out of this whole place in general.
Bad, depressing.
Yeah.
Ben, what was that? Shield
Go
says,
ahead,
"Ben,
Beric.
statue
Walk
made
in
of?"
front of me. I dare you.
He doesn't wish. It was made of C4.
Hmm.
I don't know how to get out of
C4,
here.
you say?
Can't get
How do I get out
out.
of here? This is as far as
So
I can
no,
go.
doesn't waste no time in getting himself out of there and
If you
back
get
to-
killed by an orc, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
He's back at the main entrance of the
Of the
complex
whole
itself. Yeah,
complex.
where the ruins are. This is kind of where his camp, him and Norbus had their camp, and he's got a place for a fire and whatnot. So it's just kind of where he feels comfortable, and it's dark enough outside and in evening enough that it's not really necessarily a great time for traveling anyway. Everybody being a little worse for wear after fending that thing off and some explosions is a good place to stop and take a break and do a long rest.
I'm gonna eat a ration, and I'm actually gonna track this because that's important. I hear.
Yes. Does anybody want to take? You guys want to take watch? Any shifts on watch?
So our entrance was pretty well camouflaged,
Pretty well
And-
camouflaged, right?
and those orcs hadn't been touched. I'm gonna say that we're all right.
I'm gonna take the first
That-
watch.
Of course you are.
And I will take second watch.
I will sleep.
Okay.
We can take a long rest.
The only thing that really happens that's any kind of eventful is Dazzlin wakes up in the middle of the night just in cold sweats and screaming Norbus's name and begins to sob once again.
I'm gonna say, Finn, I've noticed as of late you've been pretty quick to put your finger on your bowstring. If you get my meaning,
Yeah. What of it?
I
I
just
don't get the meaning.
I'm just wondering, are you okay? Is there
Good. I
Is
just
there
don't like
something
getting
happening
stabbed
here?
by orcs. Nor do I like getting shot by crazy gnomes.
Is this the first time you've ever been attacked or ever been harmed or ever been? I
No.
imagine in the army you've been in battle before.
I have been in battle and hurt. Doesn't mean I enjoy getting hurt.
But it seems as if this is the first time you've ever been stabbed. Would you like me to stab you now so that you get used to it?
Give it a shot. See what you got.
Conversation's taking
elephant.
a strange turn.
So I am going to take a swipe at Finn, just in like a playful way.
Okay.
Just
I
as
don't know
like
what the role for flirt is, but we can try persuasion, I guess.
it's not persuasion. This is like I'm gonna.
Okay. You're rolling for like an unarmed strike.
Yep, that's a 4
Okay.
on my unarmed strike.
Okay. You're gonna miss with that. Then
All right, I'm going to attack him with both my short swords.
Nice, man. This really is gonna be our last episode.
you're having a hard time picking up on cues, social cues.
Fine, I'll
So
just
wonder
attack him
why-
with an
I wonder
unarmed
why people
strike
Don't like me.
right in the pants. Right? I got 19 or
I said,
16.
that's not my trunk.
16 plus 5. I got
pulling on it.
21.
That
All right,
hit.
yeah. So he lands a pretty good solid blow on you.
Take 4
For
damage.
what-
4 damage.
What it says, damage.
We're countering this long rest that's happening, by the way.
I believe you.
Said,
I said that was a good blow, Finn. I know that you were a warrior, but it seems as if you're acting quite not like yourself. It seems like maybe you could loosen up a bit around other people. I don't know if there are many gnomes from where you come from, but
there used to be.
we are out in
I killed them all.
I understand. So I just turn and I look back at the fire since Finn is an a-hole.
Look, all right. I've been around for 300 years.
I know.
I've been stabbed
Is
more
this the first
than
time you've been telling me
more
this? I mean,
than you could imagine. And yet here I am on this adventure with you two. I almost get killed.
I like how he condescendingly
Because-
says, "I'm on this adventure."
A trash panda companion
This
can't keep his
beneath
grubby
me.
little paws to himself. You know, and just people die sometimes, and sometimes it brings up bad memories, all right? And,
I understand. At times, I was also in the army, Finn, and I think the situation is what
by the way you
make of it.
fight, I wouldn't think you were, but
I now unlock my full potential, and I slap.
Oh,
and
take it easy,
my
Mr.
trunk.
Elephant Man. You couldn't hit me if you tried, okay? We've already tried this twice, and you
that is a-
swung and a miss. You swung and a
That
miss
is a
again.
9.
Do you need me to backhand you again? Is that what you
I say,
need?
Finn, there was a fly by your head. Have you
Okay,
seen the
okay.
flies in this area?
Oh.
I suggest in the future, Finn, if you do care what people think, is you relax and stop trying to murder people that you meet.
I didn't even
Maybe
try
we
to
should
murder
start
anyone.
there.
All right.
You did pull out a knife as I was holding the king of the gnomes.
It's because he was
You-
very
I don't know if you
irritating.
were going to. I don't know if you were going to stab him, murder him. I don't know what you were going to do.
Sometimes you gotta have a loud bark, okay?
Okay, next time then I suggest you do not drop the knife. If a dog is going to bite, then it should not miss.
Well, I didn't want to kill the kings. Drop the knife
It's an
on
old
purpose.
saying.
Okay.
So, okay. Were you also swatting at a fly near the king?
Maybe.
That is all, Finn. I
uh.
appreciate how you handle your bow. Like I said before, you handle your bows well. But lighten up a bit, will you?
Well, maybe once we get to town, I can lighten up.
I don't mean drink alcohol. I mean lighten up.
All right, I'll give it a shot,
Fair,
Shield.
fair.
I'll give it a shot.
Do you often repeat yourself?
Are we still on this long rest? Is Shield supposed to be asleep right now? Did I tell him to go to sleep? I'm
Shield
taking
just
first
falls
watch.
asleep sitting up. So
Yeah, this is all part of that long rest.
And so I say to myself, well, he wants me to take it a little easier, huh? Take it, calm down a little bit. So I'm going to play a practical joke on on
This always goes
Shield.
well in D&D.
How do you roll for that?
I
Deception?
set up
A
2
stealth.
crossbows.
A s- Do I got to roll for stealth to
The
see?
tripwire runs right through the center of camp.
I put some dirt down his shorts. Let me roll for stealth. Do I need to do a stealth check?
You can roll for stealth. And you can roll perception, Steve.
I am very perceptive. Oh my gosh! Let's see. That's I don't know.
I
I
got
don't know if it's a
15.
17 or a 3, so I'm gonna re-roll it.
Reroll that, yeah. Sorry.
That's a 17.
So you notice him with a handful of dirt walking up behind you.
I do nothing. I act like I'm asleep.
All right, so I keep walking up there. I'm chuckling to myself. Like, I'm going to stick
I'm
this
gonna
dang
hit
pen.
him.
You want me to lighten up? Here you go. So I shoved the dirt down his pants. And walk away.
What did you feel down there? I will describe what you felt. While you
There was a
shoved
whole
your
lot
hand.
of nothing. All right?
Were you in the
That's
front of my
like-
pants or behind? Like
The back of your
so-
pants, right? Why would I stick my hand down the front of your pants? All right?
So I laughed to myself because ultimately, if it got him to lighten up, then my conversation worked. So
Nice. Okay. So the night wanes. Everybody eventually kind of either falls asleep or stays on watch. It's uneventful. In the morning, Daslin is already packed up. Has kind of made a little monument to Norbus. Gives a little solemn and quiet personal ceremony over in the corner and says, "I'm ready to leave if you are."
all right.
Sorry for what has transpired for you in this tomb.
It was our own.
Norbus.
It was our own fault.
We understand, but still, it doesn't make it easier. Where will you
I
be
appreciate-
heading?
Well, back to Fandolin for now.
Would you
Need to-
care to
I need
join
to
us?
I will gladly accompany you if you don't mind.
Not a problem.
It's only half a day's march back to Fandolin. If you go straight back to Fandolin, you can make a little, not even much of a shortcut to pass right through Umbridge
Detour?
Hill. Detour is the word I was looking for because English is hard, and you can walk back by through Umbridge Hill and see Lady Adabra, or head straight into Fandolin itself.
I think we should just go head straight in and turn in. Let them know that what we've accomplished.
I agree. Let's head back. Shield, what say you?
Yep, I agree.
Well, then get over
Okay.
here.
It's an uneventful march. There's not much, happening in and around the area right now.
What happened to our map?
Hold on, maybe something is afoot. The you're just headed back into Fandolin itself. As you are making your way back in, there is quite a crowd gathered around the townmaster's hall. A lot of people are kind of shouting angrily, saying, "You've got to do something about this. This can't continue. We're losing our crops. We're losing our livestock. Come out of there and speak to us. This can't continue."
Guess we should go see what the heck he's talking about.
All right, I follow behind.
Okay, as you're walking up, I mean, there's just a big crowd: farmers, barkeeps, people like just all banging really hard on the townmaster's hall, trying to get Harbin to come out and to talk to them. There's been more reports of Cryovane even along the main road now, taking out caravans. He's been ransacking more orcs are tearing into little villages. In fact, there is a there is a ranch about 60 miles north. One of the more famous members of the town has kind of moved on, homesteaded himself further north, about 2 to 3 days travel. But it sounds like everybody's really worried about that he's been attacked and that orcs have taken over his ranch. Um, they want someone to investigate. They want Harbin to do something about it to stop more orc attacks. What happens if they come down and into Fandolin itself? It's just uproarious. Nobody's happy right now.
Bloody orcs. All the time. Never ending.
Good townspeople. What say you? What's going on here?
This fool is allowing orcs to overrun the entire countryside.
To whom do I speak?
My name's Johnny,
Johnny.
That's what
It
you
might-
come up with?
and it might be a sin.
Johnny, it might be a
I'm the-
sin. Okay.
But I'm the best you're gonna regret because I'm the best it's ever been. Is Harbin in there?
He's in there. He won't come out.
If we get him out, what are you gonna do with him?
We need him to answer for what's happening. Do something. Get someone to do something about it. We can't continue this way. We don't know that we're safe. We don't know how long we're going to be safe.
Will you give the three of us an opportunity to treat with him?
They all just kind of back up and gladly make way for the visitors.
Appreciate you, good townspeople of Fandolin. In our midst, in your midst, is a sight to behold, for we have Finn, the wood elf, who has seen much and done much, and has proven his mettle in our
About
latest
time you
adventures.
recognize this, Burke. I
Stands
appreciate
before
it.
you at 7'6", his shield, the Luxodon, with a great nose for
I
danger.
flex and put my trunk into the air.
Let us handle this problem for you. Go about your business. We will hold Theoden, what's his name? Harbin. We will hold
Harbin
Harbin.
Harvester.
We will hold Harbin accountable, and we will bring him to you with the decision to be made. Dragons and orcs are no good for any town. Please.
They part ways and they say, please deal with him yourself.
Shield, do you see this door that is in our way?
I do see the door.
Would you be able to remove it?
Maybe we should just knock
Uh,
first and he might let us in this time.
Seriously? We can knock. Go ahead
I
and
let
knock.
Finn
Or
knock.
check to see if it's unlocked. I checked to see if it's unlocked.
It's locked.
All right, I knock on the door.
Go away. I have nothing to say to any of you.
Hey, this is Finn. You shut your mouth when you talk to me. All right? We've been here before. We've gone through this. Let us in.
Who is it?
Do you not remember me? How dare you? Shield, I can't talk to him. I'm walking away. I can't talk to this guy.
So I say, Harbin, you either open the door right now so we can talk face to face, or I will break the door down and then we will talk face to face. And I will give you 10 seconds to decide. 9,
The door quickly
8.
unlocks.
7,
Hey.
6,
Quickly unlocks. The door
5,
opens. It says, "Get in quickly."
4. All right, and I go in.
He closes the door quickly behind him so the townspeople don't follow. He says, "Well, any luck?"
Harbin, it doesn't seem like many people are happy with you. It doesn't
never
seem
are.
like the town is happy with you. Do you know what a town master does? Are you
I'm
what,
doing
what
my
are you
best.
doing that you are hiding here?
I'm doing my best to keep the lords of Neverwinter happy, to keep this place going, and to keep us in supplies. This damned dragon, the orcs. I can't. I'm doing my best. You see what we have to
But-
work with.
But Harbin, I think the worst thing you could do for the people of Phandalin is to lock them out. You are their leader. You're not leading. You
They're-
are hiding behind a door that a dragon will devour in seconds. You know
I
that
didn't choose.
that these
I didn't
walls
choose
won't
this.
do anything.
I didn't choose this post. This is where I've been appointed. I'm doing my best.
Then your best is awful.
Well,
Harbin.
Not good enough.
I guess you should take that up with the Lords of Neverwinter. I'm doing my absolute best. Were you able to fulfill your duties?
Harbin, we spoke with the gnomes. We have told them.
Oh.
Yes, we talked with the gnomes.
Oh,
They
and
entrusted us with an item that can help you, and we will take care of the dragon because I don't think you hiding in this house will do anything.
well,
So
I'm definitely not one that can attack the dragon, but I can pay for those who can dispatch the dragon for me. That's my job. You see, I have my skill is hardly in a negotiation.
obviously, okay. Give us what you can gold wise, so that we can find ways to defeat the dragon, so that we can get supplies to defeat the dragon, and we will take care of this, whether or not you just do what you can for us now. We will be on our way
Well,
because
listen.
treating with you gives me a headache.
Well, I apologize. I have the reward as promised. I'm not a dishonest person. I may be a coward, but I'm not dishonest. So he goes to the coffers and pulls out between the three things that you've been able to do. Um, or did you go? You already turned one in, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has another 75 gold. He says, "Listen, I understand your frustration. I myself am frustrated. Look, I know you've probably heard about the ranch. Orcs are taking over the ranch. Fine, it's a loss. It there's not much we can do. Alphonse can deal with it for himself. He's got ranch hands, no problem. But listen, my brother to the north is at the loggers camp. Look around you. Do you see these buildings? Do you see these places? We need supplies to build. We need the loggers camp to be supplied. Go there instead. I've got another 200 gold. If you'll just go and deliver these supplies, take a caravan. I don't care how you get there. Get them there. Make sure my brother's well, and let's make sure that Phandalin survives."
Harbin, do you know the dragon is coming from the north? Does he have a particular peak that he dwells in?
He points out the He points out the window. Ice Spire Peak doesn't look like much could live on top, but I'm assuming he lairs in and around it itself.
And the midwife talked of a ranger that lived in the woods, Falcon. Has Falcon been close to? Has he been to town recently?
No, Falcon never comes here.
I can see why.
Listen, you if you wish to go to the ranch, that's your choice. But I need the loggers camp secured. So I will need your decision by the morning.
We will
And that's
decide,
where
and we will leave.
And that's where we will leave for the evening.
Did the dwarf follow us in to the town hall?
Yeah, the dwarf was with you the whole time. That's how we knew you guys had made it to the excavation site.
All right, that's where we will
Harbin,
stop
you're-
there.
You're a bit of a fool.
We leveled up or what?
You have not leveled up yet.
What? We turned into
I-
completed 2 quests?
So we got 75 gold. How are we gonna split this up, guys?
25
You should have a
piece?
total. You should have a total of 125 gold between all three of those quests. So
I believe we already collected 50 of it, 100 of it though.
okay.
So
we're
we
just
should
gonna
have
add
only,
25 each.
no, we should have only collected 50 this time because we collected 75 last time.
Well, the first one
Really?
you did was the. Which one did you turn in the first time?
We turned in the dwarf, the prospectors, and the local midwife.
Oh, okay. So that was 75. So you got 100 or 50 out of this one.
Yeah, so we should get 50 out of this one. So we should split it up that way.
We'll also have to have you talk to him about the items you got from the gnomes.
You got 10 minutes? I got 10 minutes.
I do not.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, until next time, everyone, chat, thanks for hanging out. And we
A lot of
will
fun.
catch you later. Hey, now you can hear it.
Yeah.